In this video, I tried doing print on demand with only $100. Let's go. Yo, what's up, guys? Chuki here, back with a banger. And in today's video, I'm trying out print on demand again, man. If you're new to the channel, I tried it out in the past with $0. Now we're back at it with a $100 budget. If you don't know what print on demand is, we have a design for a t-shirt or a home product, basically anything you can sell nowadays. We're doing t-shirts and canvases in this video, but mainly t-shirts. That's kind of the first thing you think of when you think of print on demand, but print on demand has expanded to all sorts of products. So then a customer will order it on your store. For your suppliers, they will print it for you, they will ship it out for you, they take care of all the dirty work, and then you just collect the profit between what suppliers selling it to you for and what you're selling it for. The main goal in print on demand is basically just to drive traffic and have a good design. So before we hop right on into some of the designs that I ordered on Fiverr, ads I bought, stuff like that, I just want to kind of give you my experience leading up to this and during this. I've been trying a while some of my own designs. You'll see I ran a ton of ads, and with this challenge I get to use my own Instagram pages. I'll be using 4 of my Instagram pages. They're all in different niches, but we're gonna see how this works. Now I'm not gonna really be selling viral type shirts. They're gonna be more branded shirts. Keep in mind I'm only gonna be doing this on Teespring or Spring without buying a domain, so we're doing this kind of the unprofessional route. We're gonna see if we can get some success with this to maybe build upon later on. If you want to get professional with it, you can create a Shopify store and connect to printful or printify, and that's truly how you can really get a branded feel. Spring, you're not really gonna get that effect, especially because website customization is extremely limited, and since I'm not buying a domain or connecting a domain, it looks even more unprofessional. But with $100, can't really waste anything on a domain name. So there are going to be 3 stores that I'm going to be trying to sell off of in this video. First one is going to be my Chicago Bears store. Second one is my baseball store, which I am trying to eventually grow a brand out of that. I'm just looking for a few profits off of this early on so I can invest back into the business. And the third one is going to be my motivational store. I had a ton of designs in mind. I had selected only a few, and there's some designs in the past that I had used, that I had created but hadn't really promoted yet. So I'll be trying to sell those as well. We're going to go all out, just trying to push this stuff as much as possible on my pages, and then we're also going to buy some ads, and we're going to see what we can do. Now, before you see some of my shirts and some of this stuff, I'm just going to let you know right now, these designs aren't anything crazy. They're pretty basic. Don't expect anything crazy. In fact, I actually have one of my shirts right here. This is one of my shirts right here. It's in the air, it's mine. That just comes from me being a center fielder. Quality on these Teespring shirts is pretty good, to be honest. So for me, when I was designing some of these shirts, we're also going to pay for designs, but I have in my mind and trying to put it on paper, if you will, doesn't always come out the way I want it to. That's why we pay for some designs as well. And with ads, it's a little more difficult because you kind of have to create a meme of some sort or just hope that your mockups will do the work for you. You can't really create a video with it. With all that stuff out of the way, let's hop right into how this all went down. There's multiple gigs on Fiverr that I was looking at. There's a lot of really good sellers on Fiverr for these t-shirt designs. You can buy in bulk too. These guys do good work. They have really good reviews. I recommend going some of the top dogs. Tried 2 different people out in this video. Both did pretty good work. See, the first gig I went with delivers in 24 hours. Had unlimited revisions too, which was nice, and also had, free for commercial use. That way, he can't claim anything. You have it for your own use. Told him everything I wanted on the shirt, and the colors with the text and the design overall. The cost was $10, and then plus fees was $12.55. I got the delivery at first and I didn't like it. I sent him a modification request and he got it back to me pretty quickly, and it looked good enough to me where I approved the delivery, and we moved on to shirt number 2. This gig that I bought, he had 2 initial concepts. We're gonna get 2 t-shirts for one price at $10, which turned out to be $12.55 again. This one did not have unlimited revisions. It just had a couple. Filled out the requirements and sent it off. This one was for the baseball brands. We're doing no fly zone. Also comes from being an outfielder. There's a funny story behind it from this past baseball season, but I'm not going to get into that. So we communicated, and I kind of gave him an idea of what I was looking for. Came back with an initial concept. I liked it, but I just wanted a couple changes, and then he got back to me, and I liked what he did. He was really nice. They had really good customer service skills, and I gave him a 5-star review. So we kind of had actually 4 designs out of this, because 2 initial ones and then 2 that I requested, which was just with the baseball instead of the glove. And I put it up on the poll on my baseball theme page, which one they like better, and then I kind of went off of that. Putting the designs in t-shirts, you'll see I have 2 different no-fly zone variations. So I went ahead and downloaded everything. Now it's time to put some of these designs onto t-shirts and put it on our spring store. I was just gonna go the standard price of $24.99 for these. Some shirts that I had done previously, they were priced differently. They were usually cheaper, so around $20 to $23. T-shirts I was leaving at $25. I also included a hoodie in the package, also I think a long sleeve tee, and then I was smart because right before I bought ads, I added in kid sizes. So then it was time to make some mock-ups. There's only so many free ones in place. I've used these ones before. The dudes are kind of ugly sometimes, but you gotta gotta deal with it. Placeit has a lot of cool like mock-ups when you pay for the plan, so maybe I'll do that in the future. But right now, we're working with a budget, man. So we got those mock-ups. Continue to work on the store. See, on my baseball store, I have multiple designs out there already that I did previously, and now I'm just gonna start to promote a couple of them. But I'd also promoted some of them previously as well. Now it's time to buy ads. The only ads I did buy are for my baseball brand. I reached out to a few theme pages, and yes, I'm going to be revealing the names. I'm not going to be holding anything back. This is full transparency for pretty much everything, but I cannot guarantee you the same results, better or worse, from any of these people that I bought ads from, or if you buy ads from me on any of my pages. Because I'm going to give you full transparency on my insights, every last detail on how all the posts that I did, the story posts and the feed posts that I did, all their analytics. You'll see that in just a bit. So Baseball Dugout was our first one that we did, looking for a 12-hour feed post and story for pretty much all these guys that I reached out to, and one of them, she recommended this other account who then DM'd me and I promoted on his page. It was pretty cool that worked out. Long Reliever is one of the top baseball pages right now. I had to buy one from him, man. You can also see here the ads that I've been running. I did something different. I normally just did the mock-ups. I tried doing something with Twitter in the dark mode, a little bit of different type of marketing. Yes, a lot of this stuff is cheesy. I'm still working on my marketing skills, alright? I know it needs a lot of work.
Get some help.
Long Reliever did the post and did the story, except the first story he put out there, he got to put the link for the swipe up, then he redid it and we were all good. Baseball Dugout put out the story, but did not put out the feed post. He said he would get to it and he hasn't so far. Backflip Center was the third page that we did with, and I believe he was the one who recommended me to this other page called Bit Baseball. Backflip Center did do the feed post and the story. I'm going to dive in more into the numbers at the very end of this video, so you'll see my total costs from how much I spent on each one of these ads, and you'll see the profits and all that stuff. And I also put up an ad of my own on my story, put one up on my feed as well. So after 5 hours, Backflip Center's post was looking pretty good, 445 likes, pretty solid engagement. Also uses hashtags, which was nice. To see that what I had for the bio for every single one was limited time only, free shipping. Use code DINGERS, because with Teespring you have to have a code to get free shipping, so I was running just free shipping. Could have done maybe 10% off or something, but then they had to pay shipping, so I was looking for free shipping, so I had DINGERS as the free shipping. And I had just a check mark, link in bio. I thought I did a good job, at least with the description. That was clean and simple and straight to the point. Baseball Dugout, a day later, still had not responded. Even when I had texted him, I said, let me know when the feed post is up. Even liked the text. Still haven't heard back from him. After 8 hours, Long Reliever feed post has 713 likes. I got a hate comment as well. He also put up the hashtags. And after 18 hours, Backflip Center still had the post out there. They left it out there for a little bit longer than I paid for, which was nice. And I got up to 554 likes. And Baseball Dugout still has not responded. Baseball had his post out there for a day. He didn't get as good of engagement, only 145 likes. I did a different shirt for every single page. And probably my best shirt, the no-fly zone one, was with Baseball Dugout. So that kind of sucked. And there's also one other page that I reached out to. It was actually under 10K. And he didn't respond to me for a while. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to do an ad for him after I had already bought all the ads. I ran out of money. My budget was eaten up, so I couldn't do an ad with him anymore. So I explained it to him, and he said, "You're good." So then I ran that one that I was going to use on Baseball Dugout. I ran that on my feed post, and I also ran it on my story. Changed up the bio a little bit. Just proof of payment on my end to these 4 people. I have all their names blurred out, but that's proof that I paid. I did friends and family on all pages, and of course that was a mistake with Baseball Dugout. But my thinking behind this was, hey, I'm a 25,000 follower baseball page. Other guys are running, decent sized theme pages, 25, 30,000. Thanks, Long Relievers like 70,000. They're running similar type pages around the same follower range. What are the chances they're going to scam me? I thought they were pretty low. Turns out I was wrong. No! But don't let the one bad apple ruin the whole tree. Other 3 guys, really cool, did good business with them. Don't be like me. Always use goods and services and not friends and family. Don't get scammed like me. Throw $18 out the window. I mean, I did get the story post, but not the feed post. So we're going to have all the final insights here on my pages. So I didn't show any of the ads or anything that I ran on motivational ones. I didn't push those too heavy. The main one was for the baseball brand, and then I also ran some stuff heavy over a period of time and weeks. And I experimented with story posts mainly on my Bears page. I ran a lot of stories. The reason behind that, I was thinking, it might just be a quick, let me check this out, swipe up. It's really easy. That was my thinking behind that, was to make it really easy for people just to swipe up and check out the shirt and get more link clicks. But as I found out, that was not really the case. First First, let's take a look at the analytics for affluent and luxurious. I ran a canvas on affluent, and I also ran the hustle t-shirt as well. And I ran the hustle t-shirt on luxurious along with the canvas. You'll see in the last 7 days, I have 74 website taps. In the last 30, 175. A lot of that was from affiliate marketing I did earlier in the month, but 74 was for this print on demand, and I didn't even promote it that much on affluent. It's just because this page has started to blow up, getting a lot of new traffic, and people are checking out this motivational canvas that I'm advertising in my bio. You'll see the post insights are absolutely trash in the canvas, and this is what it looks like. What I did for that, I took a royalty-free image, a Lamborghini, and I darkened it a little bit, and then put the text of it, and I threw the affluent logo on top of that as well. But I was selling it from my luxurious store. And then I also did a no risk, no Rari t-shirt. Very basic. I got 8 profile visits but no link clicks, and this was on luxurious. And then ran the canvas on luxurious and got similar results. Also ran a swipe up link for the hustle t-shirt. Only got 1 link click. On center fielder, I only had 7 website taps in the last 7 days. In the last 30 days, only 23. Look at the insights for the no fly zone promo. Feed post, 3 website clicks. A little bit better engagement than some of the other ones I ran. And the same shirt twice, the dinger season. I really promoted the dinger season one. I thought that one would be good. It was plain, it was simple, I thought it looked decent. This was a little bit of a knockoff baseball lifestyle 101's baseball season t-shirt, the design they have. Not gonna lie, I ran a ton of story ads for this. You'll see I got 2 to 5 link clicks on a story shirt promos I ran, and Baseball Dugout still hasn't responded. You see they're still active though. They've been active on their story and their feed posts. So let's take a look at the 6 story posts that I did for my Bears page. I ran a lot of these. You see I got a fair amount of link clicks too for each one that I did. I did 1 feed post as well. They got over 170 likes and 15 website tabs. As for the Show Me the Mooney t-shirt, those story ones, those were shirts I created in the past, and I was doing some more promos for it now. Once you've all been waiting for it, let's look at the numbers, the analytics for the stores that we ran. So we'll look at the views, profit, how much everything costs. We'll dive all into that right now. Alright, so first we got to take a look at luxurious account that had ran the luxurious store that was selling the motivational canvas, the hustle t-shirt, and the no risk no Rari t-shirt. You'll see over the past 2 weeks, we're getting a fair amount of views, anywhere from 2 to 20 views, a solid amount, just no conversions as there was no units sold. And I was selling both the canvas and the shirts on that store. That was the luxurious store. Now we're going to take a look at main teespring account, which has both my Bears store and the baseball store. So we had 4 units sold with a total profit of $45. And our winning product was the no fly zone with 2 units sold. And you can see we had consistent views from the end of May to the beginning of June. Dead zone there in the middle of June when I was in Texas, and then a couple big spikes here at the end of June when we started running some of these promos. Topped out at 53 views, and we had 2 orders that day, and 40 views on June 14th. We had an order, and then just the other day we had an order as well. If we take a look at the analytics, top viewed post was the Show Me the Mooney with 49 views. In the Air It's Mine had 28. No Fly Zone had 34. Of course, a lot of my other designs had some views as well, but not that many. You'll notice here that we sold all t-shirts, no hoodies, no long sleeve tees. We actually did end up selling a kids t-shirt, so it was crucial that I had added those kids sizes right before I ran those baseball promos. Otherwise I would not have had that sale. Let's break down where all the money went. So we paid $18 to Backflip Center for a 12-hour post and story. Long Reliever we paid $25 for a 12-hour post and story. Baseball $14 for a 24-hour post and story. And for Baseball Dugout we paid $18 for the 24-hour story when we paid for a 12-hour post and a 12-hour story. So we got scammed, but it was one expensive story post. So our total promo cost was $75. Those 2 Fiverr designs we paid for, it was $12.50 each, and it comes out to about $25. So of course we had $0 remaining in our budget. Technically we went 10 cents over, but it was count. Our take-home profit from the shirt sold was $45, and our overall profit was negative $55. So in my estimation, we had over 400 views between 3 stores we're trying to sell product on. Our conversion rate was less than 1%. Overall result, of course, is we lost $55, failed. Well, there were some lessons learned. The first one being always use goods and services for PayPal. And I know that I thought I was that guy.
You're not that guy.
But the beginning part of scaling a business, you're not always going to be profitable. And there's a lot of work that I know could be done. I know my personal designs are not the greatest. I have this great idea in my head, and when I try to put it into Photoshop, it doesn't always come out the way I want it to. That's why we paid a couple designers to make a couple shirts to see how the results would be for their designs. My ads, I think they got a little better instead of just a mock-up. We tried something a little bit different. I think that helped. I still need to work on my marketing. Like, a lot. However, my description was pretty good. I don't know, but I think print on demand in 2021 is a viable option because you don't have any startup costs except for buying ads if you're going to be doing that. If you have a theme page, you can just promote it all day long, which is what I did. So for me, I just kind of risked losing followers and losing engagement, which I definitely did lose a little bit. But in the end, you're still kind of testing the product, seeing what might work. And with Teespring, you know, creating your website, you don't have a lot of customizable options. You're very limited. You know, people come to my website, they're seeing like, oh, you know, like here, oh, it's the Teespring guy, you know, it's a Teespring website. Website domain name isn't that professional because it's got spring in it, and the website itself just is, it's nice, but it's not very branded. I think your best success for print on demand is doing a Shopify store and sourcing through Printful or Printify. And you're gonna want to make sure you have a little bit better ads and probably some better designs. I was going for evergreen designs in this video as far as the baseball designs I did and the Bears. I did evergreen. I didn't really play any trends. Although, I mean, I guess unless you want to call Darnell Mooney a trend. I mean, he is Jalen Ramsey's father, but I know very few of you guys are going to get that. But I had a blast with this challenge. My first time actually ever buying promos from Instagram theme pages, selling them for years, but I've never actually bought them. So it was a little bit different experience for me. And speaking of different experiences, I'm going to be trying Shopify dropshipping with $0 for 2 weeks. So you're not going to want to miss that. That's going to be my biggest video yet. And after that, we're going to continue dropshipping through different advertising methods, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun, including one where I spend $500, take home pretty much everything I got in my bank account, unfortunately. And we buy Facebook ads, we do the whole 9 yards, man. So subscribe if you want to see that. If you haven't figured out, I like to try to make money online, and I try to do experiments so you guys don't have to. Like, I bought Instagram followers, I bought YouTube subscribers, I'll be buying TikTok followers very shortly. So I try to test out things for you guys so you know whether it's a viable option for you to do yourself. So guys, hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you drop a like, subscribe more content. I'll catch you in the next one.